Mrs. Dion,
Yes.
I'm DS Lindsay, this is DC Carrie. I wonder if we could have a word. Is your husband home?
Yes, he is. I'm coming in.
Mr. Dion, Mrs. Dion, we don't intend on taking up much of your time this morning, but we need you to hear this. We know that you've got people waiting for you, and I'm sure if you explain to your parishioners, they will understand.
Sir, do you have any relatives in Manchester at the moment? Could be a sister, a niece, distant cousin, perhaps.
No one springs to mind. I mean, my relatives all around the West Midlands, except for those in the Caribbean, so.
We're not looking in the Caribbean at the moment, sir, just the UK only.
Okay. This face. I remember this. Hun, can you remember a few weeks back, we were speaking about that lady that walked into the church service, she walked into the back.
Yeah.
She had the red hair.
Oh,
right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, detectives. I know this face, definitely. I recognise this lady. So basically, a few weeks back, I was upstairs in church, preaching. Lady walked in, walked past the pews at the back, took a seat, and that was it. Not seen her since. So, yeah, thank you. Anyway, what's this about? Because I'm sure you can appreciate we've got to go back to the service now. We've got a meeting going on, so...
Yeah, we've got a couple more questions.
Fine.
Do you remember a woman by the name of Janice Wheatmore?
Yes. Yeah, I know her very well, and that's all in the past now. Okay, there's history, but that's in the past, and I'm sure you can appreciate. This is my wife here. We're happy. We're together. We've been together for like 30 years. So, thank you. Anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
sir, it's not actually her we're here about. Back in '83, Janice, while she was living in Manchester, had a child. Now, unfortunately, Janice died 18 months ago.
Based on the diary the mother left, the young woman that you saw believed that you were her father.
Believed? What do you mean, believed?
She's also dead. Found a week ago with a letter addressed to you. We're sorry, but we had to open the letter and read it as part of our inquiries, you understand? Sorry to give you such bad news on a Sunday morning.
Hello, Father.
I don't really know what to call you yet. And I'm sure you understand. Even the word Father, it doesn't seem to take shape or form in my mouth. I have so many things in my heart that I've kept as far back as I can remember. I guess telling you my name would be a good start to the conversation. And even if you're not present, it feels like I'm talking to you. Anyway, my name is Candice. My friends call me Candy. And my mother is Janice Whitmore. I was born in Manchester in 1983 to a wonderful woman named Janice. My mother soon got into some money problems and things got worse for her. And as a result, she had to give me up for adoption when I was only 5 years old. My mother would come and visit me every month, and she would bring me soft toys. One time, she got me this grizzly bear, and as soon as I saw him, I named him Papa. he really made me feel like I had a father. And I would cry to him and I would tell him all my problems. It's funny now just thinking about it. The visits from my mother started to get fewer and fewer. By the time I was 10, I had already been moved from one home to another. But my mother always managed to find me with whatever time that she could get. My mother had a lot of things that she was dealing with. The last time I saw my mother walking on her own 2 feet, I was only 13 years old. On my 18th birthday, I tried to look for my mother. But the next time that I heard of her, she was dead. That day, I hoped that you would come looking for me, and that would have been the best day of my life. Hands down. I'm sorry to bore you with all this history. My mother never told me about my father, you.
And please, please pray for me and my mother's soul, that maybe God will have mercy on me and my mother's soul, and hopefully see you in heaven someday. With love, Candice.
I'm very thankful that journey ended with me seeing you in the flesh.
Our condolences to you and your family. We'll show ourselves out.
Pastor, we're gonna need you to identify the body because you're next of kin. Sometime next week. Is that okay?